maybe the only occasion you've been to in the last 2 years is perhaps making a hot drink, making a trip to the kitchen. That's about the best we need to get dressed up for. Maybe you already have an outfit and you think, I'm sorted. I don't need to buy an outfit or make an outfit because I've got one. And then you try it on and realise, yeah, I'm not the person I was like 5 years ago when I actually made this dress, thinking it was a timeless classic and that I could wear it to all sorts of things in the future. Note to past self. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to share with you some of my thoughts and some of the options out there for buying a dress or a jumpsuit perhaps, or perhaps making it. Now, the pros for making your own: it's unique. No one else is really going to be wearing the same thing. You can choose your design, you can choose your fabric. There's a lot more which goes in it. You can custom design that. You can have that to fit you nicely. If you are tall or you are petite and struggle to buy ready to wear, you can make that to fit you and it will be custom fit to your body. The pros for buying: you can just browse online, see what's perhaps in trend. You can browse by style, fabric, colour, all sorts of things. You can buy them, bring them back to have them delivered, try them on and know if they fit you all right and what kind of style suit you. And if they don't, you quite often can get free returns to send them back and get your money back. If you make something, you've committed then to making it, and it's cost you money to do that. So there are pros and cons, and also with the cons, if you're buying it, someone else could have bought that same outfit and you think it's unique, but you realise, no, everyone just goes on Pinterest or Instagram and then they follow the same people, and they are called spring trends because there are trends because everyone's wearing them. So let's just have a look at johnlewis.com, which is a high street sort of department store. If you go on to women and you can select dresses, it will take you to this page here, and there is a whole section there for wedding guests. So let's just click on that and see what kind of thing we've got. Now there's a one shoulder number. Now this reminds me of the, I think it's the New Look pattern. This one does have a little strap, I think, from, you can see from the photo here. Oh, there's a strap here on the shoulder, but she's wearing it without. So this one with the sort of ruffles, they've got it going over one shoulder, but this is very similar to the New Look pattern, which goes across both shoulders, and it's an off the shoulder look, and you could easily add a tier to that. So I will put that one on screen because I can't remember off the top of my head. I have made that one actually, and it is quite a nice summery outfit, and obviously again that can be dressed up or down according to the fabric type. Now this one here, it's by Phase 8, and it's a floral lace dress. I can't really see, but that has that sort of puffed up sleeve. There's a high neck one, so if you didn't want it to have it a low back or a low front, and then it flutters out nicely at the bottom there, so it sort of kicks out and it looks like it's a midi length, but it's not too much of a maxi, so you won't get swamped. As you can see from this picture here, it has got quite nice shaping to it. So that could be an option, and I'm sure I've seen sewing patterns which are very similar to that one. Now this one, this is by Whistles. Oh, so this one is by Whistles, and this reminds me of something like the Sew Over E dress, or with an actual fact, the actual shaping of this is very similar to the Tessuti Lois dress. Now the only difference is that this has gathers and it's a more of a flutter sleeve. The Lois dress doesn't have that gathering there. So that was £139, it's on clearance at £55, it's only available in 2 different sizes. But again, this is just to give you an idea of what is out there. Now if you wanted something a bit more fitted, then this one here has the bell sleeve, and that is sort of elbow length, but obviously it's done in lace without it having a lining on it, so it wouldn't be too hot if you were going for summer but you just wanted your arms covered. This is quite a nice dress, a nice detailed for the dress to have. With the lace, it just gives that extra bit of class. Now this one looks quite a fun one. This one is a Phase 8 one, and with tiers of that, tiered options, and with like sort of little gathers there on the arms, that just gives a little bit of extra look. And again, fabric type, fabric colour, that can really change how something looks. One detail to notice on this one is that this is a wrap dress, but with the sleeves they are in like an organza chiffon. So That is a cooler option if you are perhaps a bit conscious about your arms, or you just wanted to cover up because it's not going to be that hot and you didn't want to wear a jacket. This would be quite an ideal. It looks like it's got an elasticated cuff there, so it would be easy to slip on, not too tight, and it just means that it elevates it from daytime where perhaps you're outside and you do want to wear a jacket, to in the evening time you wouldn't then get too hot because it's very thin fabric on the arms. Let's just have a look at a few of the sewing patterns. Obviously you don't have to wear a dress. There are quite a few options for jumpsuits as well. And I'm thinking the Doe Sirocco jumpsuit, well obviously you could, you know, that's for a stretch fabric. There's also the McCall's jumpsuit. I will put the picture on screen because I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's had really good reviews and so many people in the sewing community have made it. That is quite a nice option if you don't want to worry about a gust of wind blowing up the dress, then that is an option for you. So Vogue 1814, this one has the sort of puff sleeve like the one we've just seen on the ready to wear site, but obviously it has like the keyhole opening at the front. If you weren't happy with that, you could just close that up, just add the extra fabric and have that go all the way across. It has a centre pack seam with a zip. It has a waist seam as well, so it does give shaping. So I know sometimes with like a shift dress, it can feel like you're wearing a sack of potatoes, but this has got some lovely shaping, which you could then obviously adapt to your size and shape. And this is done in a metallic fabric obviously, but this could easily, you could easily use like an organza or a tulle for the sleeves and just to elevate that to suit the occasion. Now something here which is a bit more dressed down I suppose, just perhaps it's with fabric choice, Mimi G, and that is Simplicity 9330. This one is a mini dress. Oh, hang on. So this one is a strapless jumpsuit and mini dress. So this would be, you know, that could look really stylish. I think if you made that in a plain fabric, that would be really classy, I think, for a wedding. But again, if you wanted to make something like this for a family party or a barbecue, pattern fabric would probably be your friend on that one because it wouldn't be too dressed up, and it would sort of make it a bit more casual, I think, having a pattern fabric. Here is a classic with the sleeve. Oh, and actually there's an option for the ruffle. So this is McCall's 8179. So it has like an elasticated cuff and it looks like it might be elasticated on these sort of straps here. Sort of like a sweetheart neckline. Now this is above the knee, but equally you could easily extend that. You could make a deeper ruffle as well, and then you could make that floor length even. Obviously it's a shorter length here, so you'd have to just sort of calculate how much fabric extra. This one, they don't show that one on a person, unfortunately. That has a big ruffle going all the way down it. Oh, and there is an option for a longer sleeve as well. So I think this one, it's being princess themed. So this is actually quite similar to quite a lot of the high street styles that I have seen in the shops. Now, it all depends on if you're going to a wedding or going to a smart occasion, where you are in the terms of the party. Are you just a friend? Are you just, is a casual occasion as a work colleague? Or are you mother of the groom and you've really got to, you know, you want something a little bit different? I mean, I did consider this because I thought, oh, that would, you know, sort of asymmetric neckline, has this sort of extra bit, and I, not in this colour, but in a darker blue, like a cobalt blue, like a royal blue. I thought, wow, that could look really nice. But then I looked at the back photo. I mean, you can, there are no words. I don't think I want everyone to see every lump and bump. So that may not be, so I decided I wanted something, if I'm making a dress, I want something with a bit more movement to it. Now, one place that I looked was Pinterest, because I know Harry and Meghan got married in May. It was quite a warm May when they got married, quite a hot day. But so there's the spring wedding, and there's nothing better than having a look at a royal wedding for dress or outfit inspiration. So let's just have a look. So I've just gone onto Pinterest and typed in royal wedding guest dress. So this dress here is worn by Kitty Spencer. That's Princess Diana's niece, I think it is. And she was listed on so many websites at the time of one of the most stylish guests at the wedding. And I think it's purely because it's a very simple cut dress, square neckline, very fitted on the shoulders here. but it's just, I think the simplicity of it really shows off the border print pattern. So again, you don't, if you wanted to make something, this is just like an A-line shaped dress, and you could always add a sleeve onto something, which perhaps if you find a pattern for a sleeveless dress, add a sleeve on. It's just a 3/4 or like elbow length sleeve. She's obviously topped it off with the hat, but I think finding the right fabric is the key to that dress, I think. So here we have an alternative. So this is, it actually looks like, I can't zoom in, but it actually looks like sort of a tapestry if you look up close, like hand woven. I mean, these celebrities probably have the budget to get someone to hand weave them a dress. But so this one, we've got florals on there and sort of berries. It's very spring summer. Usually I would think, oh, you'd have to go plain, you know, a plain fabric, but these just show that, you know, you don't. Another person who got really pointed out for the most stylish was Amal Clooney. Now, I mean, that yellow is just really striking. If you look at the dress, it has some kind of, I don't know if that is like a train or just on one side it really drops down lower than the other side, but I think everyone was just wowed because it's such a striking colour. So just don't be scared about using and choosing a bold plain colour, because it really shows off the style lines of a dress. Now this one is a more conservative choice. This is Kate Middleton's sister, Pippa Middleton. I don't know whether she was pregnant there or not, I can't remember, but she wore this quite modest dress. I think it's quite old for her age. I think it's quite an old style compared with what her contemporaries are wearing, but again, her sister's married into a royal family. She wants to take that up a notch, and it was a royal wedding that she was going to, but again, there would be patterns for that which look very similar. Let's have a look. So we have one here. Okay, so I'm not really sure who this is, but look, I mean, it's a floral dress. I would say, you know, it looks like it's a wrap dress as well. So you could either go like the Sew Over Eve dress or the Closet Core Elodie dress. And obviously I've just listed a couple of indie patterns, but I think if you go on to a store online which sells Big Four and indie, then sometimes you can search by the type of dress and then it will bring up all the sort of different ones. It's just that it's easier for me. I can remember the name of a dress more than I can the number of a dress. I have a wedding to go to in May and I wasn't sure what to do, so I had a pattern anyway, which is the Lois dress by Tessuti Patterns. I have made a wearable toile outfit. I made a muslin just to check the fit and to see what it looks like. I think as it's a midi length and I'm 5'3", I think it's too long on me, so I'm going to try and see what it looks like chopped off at kind of knee length. But I think obviously that the fabric I've used is just fabric cheap viscose that I have, viscose rayon that I had in my stash, just to see if I could get it to fit. I have got it to fit. It does come up big and I've had to size down, but I'm thinking maybe if I made it in lace and in like interlined lace, that would make it a bit more smarter for a party occasion. So I will keep you updated probably on a Friday Sews video, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out my Friday Sews videos, which are weekly vlogs of what on earth I'm up to, fittings and alterations of things as I go along with my sewing, and I'm going to link that playlist over here if you want to check that out.